Middle school, the days where you're finally starting to develop feelings for girls, teachers who might end up liking you or disliking you, and your mom finally deciding that it's okay to give you lunch money. At least that's what it was for me. But one of the things they don't teach you in middle school is about the bullies. Now, there's many people that have had issues with bullies, but none like my friends and me. Okay, when I was in middle school, my dad never taught me one of the most important things, which is, hey, when you hang around certain friends, okay, or when you are a loner, there's gonna be times that people will try to, let's just say, bully you, okay, make fun of you, do crazy things, you know, take your lunch money, stuff like that, okay. And I never knew how to deal with a bully, so that's why I decided, how about I teach you guys how to deal with bullies? So the first way that we're gonna deal with bullies, okay, the number one thing you need to do is, it's just like prison, okay? When you get to middle school, you got to find who it is that you need to attack, okay? You need to find the big honcho, okay? This is the way you avoid getting into a situation where you're getting bullied, okay? So look at the biggest guy, okay? Now, I want you to get close to him in lunch, okay? And then when he least expects it, hit him with the pan. Nah, but seriously though, how to survive a bully, okay? Number one, okay? You can either be friends with the bully, okay? Now, this is the way, okay? This is the one where you're like, oh, wow, Jason, yeah, you're really great. Ha, 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 ha. You know, you can be that guy, okay? You can be the psychic. You know how the Joker treats Harley, that's how basically the bully's gonna treat you, okay? You know, you're basically his side per se, okay? You are basically a rando to him. Now, this can work for some people, okay? Some people will take the safe spot, okay? Now, if it's you, okay, the second way you can survive a bully attack is by helping him identify a different target. Now, this one, you only do if there's no other options, okay? Now, keep in mind, this will make you the bad guy too, okay? It doesn't make you superiorly moral than the other guy, okay? You're just as bad as he is, okay? Now, the way you could do this, okay, is basically you identify Steve. Now, Steve is the kid who is new just like you, okay? You befriend him, okay? And just like in Power, you betray him when he least expected, okay? You pull a Tommy, okay? The second way you can basically survive it is by not making yourself a target, okay? Try to make friends, try to be cool with people, and most likely you won't end up a target, okay? Now, the third one, this is for my fighters, okay? My crash outs, okay? The way you can survive a bully is by basically fighting him. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I'm gonna slap some sense into you!
He might be foot over you and stuff like that, okay? Maybe he'll end up whooping your ass. And talking about that, let me tell you how I dealt with a bully, okay? Now, I was in the 7th grade, okay? Now, in Puerto Rico, it's basically from the 7th to the 9th grade. So the guy was a 9th grader, okay? The way I had to deal with my bully was that I had to stand up. But I will start the story at a very, very great day, being the first day. Now, this is the day that you pick out your outfit, you know, your shoes, you know, everything. Now, in Puerto Rico, you basically wear uniforms. So you don't really get to pick out like crazy uniforms, stuff like that. All you get to pick out is your shoes. And my ass decided to pick out some Jordans. Now, you would say, well, B, what's the issue with Jordans? They're very nice kicks. Yes, they would be. The only problem is mine were fake, okay? Mine had the Jordan sign. It looked like the N1 sign, okay? These were not real Jordans, okay? These were bootleg 12s, okay? And I remember I got to school. One of the things I was never told is that they do a lot of hazing, okay? They do a lot of crazy stuff. I mean, in Puerto Rico, they'll do this thing where they'll bury an egg, okay? Now, I know what you're thinking. Oh, they're just burying the egg. They piss on it, guys. They piss on the eggs, bury it. Now, they leave it overnight, okay? Sometimes they put a little Clorox, stuff like that, okay? Now, you're thinking, well, Byron, what are these seniors doing with these eggs? Oh, buddy, what aren't they doing, okay? So, when I got there, it was my first day, and one of the things they were saying, oh, you know, the preps are here, the preps are here. That's what the seniors were saying. I was like, wow, this is a great welcome. These guys really with us. I never thought I would be in the school like this. Well, at 3 p.m., and that's when we got out, all of a sudden, it was like seeing World War II, okay, scenery. Eggs were raining down. They were smelling horrible. People were getting hit left and right, okay? I see my friends on the ground getting hit by eggs. They're coming on the thousands, okay? It felt like a scene from Vinland Saga when they're throwing all the arrows and they're trying to dodge them, okay? It was a full-out war. When I looked beside me, I just saw a bunch of people laying egged out. I'm like, no, Carlos, no, Jose, why are they doing this to us? And you know what Jose says? He was laying down there. Byron, please tell my mother. And I'm like, what? What, Carlos? What? Their rice with beans is bad. And he just died in my arms. I mean, not really, but you get what I'm saying? Anyways, how did I get bullied? Well, I was one of the few that was left standing, okay? So they decided on the next day that they were going to personally contact you, okay? And by what I mean by this is they would basically wait till I got to the classroom, okay? Once I got out, they hit me with eggs, okay? I got hit with so many eggs, I thought it was Mia Khalifa, okay? That's how bad it was. Please do not put that editor, okay? Yes, I was hit with more eggs than Mia Khalifa in the video. If you know, you know. If you do, nasty. If you don't, good job for you. Stay in the path, okay? Stay in the path. Anyways, there was this one guy, okay? We're gonna call him Marco, okay? Now, Marco was this 6'2" Chad, okay? That's what he was. Okay, I'm not gonna deny, good looking dude. I mean, I ain't gay, but if I was, you feel me? Nah, I'm joking. Marco basically ended up taking like a dislike to me. Now, why? I have no idea. I really have no idea. I have absolutely no idea. But he didn't like me, okay? So he would start doing small things, okay? He would trip me sometimes, okay? He would open my book bag when I was passing around him and just leave it open. He would like try to smack the back of my head, right? And I know what you're thinking. B, if that was me, I would have been crashed out on him. I know, but here's the problem, okay? I was in the 7th grade. I've never gotten into a fight, okay? The most recent fight, I'll tell you that about another story, okay? That would be in another story, okay? But this would be my first fight ever, okay? So the way that I survived was we were having these things that seniors would do, okay? Apart from egging us, they would also make us like fight each other like this is Gladiator, okay?
Are you not entertained?
So they would come in with boxing gloves. And the way that I basically got people to stop like bullying me and stuff like that was that I decided to fight somebody, okay? Now we're gonna call this guy Luis, okay? No, not the same Luis from the other video, but we'll call him Luis. Now, Luis was the same height as me. We were in the same grade, okay? And then what I was thinking was, okay, it's just a little boxing, okay? Nothing too crazy. So we start boxing, okay? So first we're going slow, you know, we're doing 1-2, 1-2, and I'm having fun. I'm like enjoying it, okay? But then Luis started getting serious, and then the punches start hurting, okay? He hit me with a left, with a right, and I'm like, oh, you know what I'm saying? I'm getting hit, I'm getting touched up, okay? I thought I was gonna end up bigger than a damn wart, okay? In people's back, okay? Like, that's how crazy I thought it was gonna be. I was gonna have what we call in Spanish un chichón. It's like when your eye is so huge that like you can't even see through it, okay? So he started hitting me, and I remember, okay, I say, yo, I need to fight back. I need to find my strength. So with everything that I have, okay, I throw a punch, misses entirely, okay, misses. I mean, I didn't even get close to hitting the guy, okay? So then he touches me up one more time. Then I said, bro, I just gotta throw a barrage of punches and hope one lands. Bro, tell me how I get lucky, okay? Like Rocky from Rocky 3, okay? I just throw a punch, I hit him in the face. He's distracted. Then I hit him in his gut. I'm like, oh, power showing, because he seems hurt, okay? Then I hit him in his shoulder, and we heard something pop, okay? His shoulder popped. Okay, I don't know if it was me or God decided to give me the strength of Hercules that day, but basically his shoulder had popped, and they ended up calling the fight. They said no more fighting, you know, like he actually got injured. Then basically Marco sees that, okay, and he decides, I don't know what it was, he just decided to take a liking to me after that. So we basically became friends technically, okay? Now that's basically how I survived my bully. How you would survive it, I ain't gonna lie, gang, you gotta crash out. Look, in order for you to survive a bully, there's 3 things that you need to do. The number 1 thing is you can befriend them, which sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it can backfire and you'll look just like a suck up, okay? The number 2 way is for basically somebody to take the fall for you, you know? But you'll be the bad guy. I mean, that's I ain't gonna lie, you know? I couldn't do it, I'm gonna be honest with you, but maybe you could. And the third way is, I'm not gonna lie, folks, you're gonna have to crash out, okay? It can mean standing up to your bully, but you need to understand when you stand up to these bullies, they will try to attack you sometimes, okay? You might have to fight back, okay? It might just be that, okay? Now, you don't have, you know, maybe the weaponry, and maybe you don't have the guts to do it, guys, but you're gonna have to stand up to them. The only way you can bring Goliath down is by being a David. And that is what you need to decide to do to survive. Now, the last one, the secret one, the one that everyone's expecting. But Byron, what if I'm a pacifist? You can be a snitch, okay? You can snitch to the teacher. You can snitch to the principal. Maybe that'll work for you, okay? I seen it happen. Okay, in my school, there was this kid, okay? Very scrawny, a nerdy type of dude, but he really liked like taekwondo and stuff like that. He practiced it later on, but that's not part of the story right now, okay? I can show him his redemption arc later, okay? That's a whole story within itself, okay? We're gonna call this guy, you know, let's call him Waluigi. I always like that name, so we'll call him Waluigi. So Waluigi basically almost got bullied. Well, not almost, he definitely did. I mean, they were basically hazing him. They were taking his books. They would like write stuff on his notebooks when he would like look away or something like that. They would send him like little papers. They would pass him around. So they were definitely bullying him. So one day he just decides, I'm not gonna, you know, stay here and just take it, okay? I'm not gonna take it like some, you know? Anyways, he basically goes to the teacher, okay? Now this teacher's super kind, okay? She was my Spanish teacher, love her to death. I'm so sorry, ma'am, for cutting your class to play basketball. It wasn't my fault. Anyways, Luigi basically decided to tell the teacher. Now, when he told the teacher, you would expect that the teacher would be like, yo, yeah, like, we'll make sure that this stops. You know what the teacher tells him? She doesn't try to stop him. She says, well, you need to stand up for yourself, Waluigi. And 2020 hindsight, she's correct, right? You're a kid getting bullied and you're thinking, yo, you're supposed to help me, G. Help me. So basically, he went to the director, basically the principal. And he sits down with the principal and he tells him, hey, listen, guys have been hazing me. This is what's been going on, yada, yada, yada. So the principal basically gets to the bottom of it and found out there was some senior classmates and also some juniors and stuff like that that were trying to basically make fun of him, okay? Now, the hazing didn't stop, okay? So I'm gonna tell you how Waluigi really stopped it, okay? The snitching didn't work. Now, remember how I said he knew Taekwondo? Okay, well, nobody else knew that he knew Taekwondo, okay? I had no idea, okay? So, basically, we're at lunch, okay? Waluigi's like sitting by himself and stuff like that. Now, before y'all get on my ass, why didn't you be friends with him? I didn't know him like that. I don't make friends that easily, okay? So hop off it, okay? Anyways, Waluigi basically was sitting by himself, and then some people approached him. We all looked, right? And then I just see him like stand up. Bro, he stands up, okay? One of the dudes is like, oh, what you gonna do? Yada, yada, yada. Okay? So Waluigi just like says, you know what? I'm sick and tired of this, okay? This is gonna sound crazy, okay? The man kicked him in the head, okay? Waluigi kicks the dude in the head, okay? I just see him fall. All I hear is boom. I'm like, oh, what the f? It's like I'm watching Bruce Lee go one by one. It's like that Rock Lee time that he takes off like his you know, he goes on the, I think it's the tuning exams. The dude gets on top and then he drops the weight and it's like a totally different speed demon. Like that's what this on. So he dispatches his one. Okay, it's like I'm watching an anime. Then the other guy comes by and then he's like, oh, you're really gonna get it now. And I know what you're thinking, bro. Byron, this sounds like a movie. It was, okay? It was. So then the other guy tries to basically grab him. I don't know if in Taekwondo or whatever he learned how to do a throw. This grabbed him by the arm and then threw him to the ground. Okay, and then he stomped on him, knocked, and the teacher gets involved. Okay, the teacher that basically didn't help him at the beginning. Tell me how Waluigi ends up getting detention. Okay, he got detention for like 2 weeks, but I'll tell you this, them bullies never mess with him, and that is how you can survive getting bullied. Another thing, Your clothes do matter. I know it sounds crazy, but for all my immigrant friends, okay, do not wear fake Nike, do not wear fake polos, do not wear anything fake. This will make fun of you, okay? Even the ones that read super slow, okay, they can't read to save their life, will make fun of you, okay? So that's just a little tip from your friendly neighborhood Be Easy, okay?